To the advocates and policymakers here today, thank you for all you do to support American families and protect hardworking Americans. Folks, you've heard me say it before. I ran for president to make sure the economy works for everyone, at least gives everyone an equal shot. And to build an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, because when that happens, everybody does well rather than just the top down. That's why I created a competition council to promote competition across the economy and to lower costs for families. That's the end result. You know, we're taking on what we call junk fees. I remember having this discussion early on with the staff about, well, you sure people are interested? I can tell you what, when you come from a middle-class family like I did, the thing that makes you the angriest is when you're taken advantage of. And I really mean it, even if it's a little bit. It makes you angry as hell. These junk fees are hidden charges that companies sneak into your bill and make you pay more just because they can. Junk fees take real money out of pockets of Americans. And they add up to hundreds of dollars and weighing down family budgets and making it harder to pay the bills. You know, they may not matter to the wealthy. I think they do matter to the wealthy, but they may not matter to them. But they matter to working families like the one I grew up in. You know, the way I think about it is the way my dad talked about it, and the way so many of you at home talk about it around your kitchen table. How much are your monthly bills? How much do you have to pay for those necessities, your monthly bills? And is there ever anything left over? Just to give you just a little bit of breathing room. Not a whole lot, just a little bit of breathing room. Hidden junk fees make it even harder for families to have a little bit of that breathing room. That's why over the past 2 years, my administration has taken steps to crack down on unfair and deceptive junk fees in banking, hotel costs, rental housing, cable, internet, concerts, airlines, healthcare. You know, for example, my administration banned banks and credit unions from charging fees for basic service like checking your account balance. I love that one. You know, I got so damn mad when I found, anyway. Retrieving old bank records, that's really hard to do, man. Or looking up your balance for your loan, that's a killer, man. That costs so much money for those banks. But look, they charge up to $30 for these services. And, you know, when you've bounced a few checks like I did, you know, when I was trying to get started, anyway, that's over. That's over. We've taken those fees. They're now illegal. You know, we've secured $140 million in refunds for customers who were charged illegal junk fees by their banks.
Dear friends, I have surprising news to share with you today. Top economists are now predicting the Federal Reserve to not cut interest rates just yet. However, the Federal Reserve's next move is expected to be good for millions of Americans. Stimulus checks will continue to be sent out next month. I'll be covering who will be receiving these extra payments. So please make sure, friends, that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday and every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. In November, stimulus checks will continue to reach American families in various states. If you reside in Alabama, there is a few stimulus checks in this state. However, the beneficiaries have to wait till the end of the month to start collecting the money. The money is only for residents who meet all the requirements. In fact, you must have filed your tax return by 2022 to receive this stimulus check of up to $300 for joint filers. The maximum amount for a qualifying filer is $150, while some beneficiaries will receive a direct deposit into their bank account. Others will receive a paper check. Alaska residents will also receive a new payment in November from the Permanent Dividend Fund. Although it is not possible to apply because the deadline ended at the end of March, you can apply this coming January. Virginia and New Mexico will also provide cash for residents in November. The states of Virginia and New Mexico will also provide additional cash for their residents. In Virginia, you must have filed your 2022 tax return. The maximum amount for a single filer is $200 and $400 for a joint filer. So the year is coming to a close, and it looks like the Federal Reserve's war against inflation is finally easing up. On Wednesday, the Federal Open Market Committee is expected to announce its next interest rate decision, and a hike probably is not in the cards. The FedWatch tool, which analyzes various derivative prices to estimate probabilities for interest rate changes, predicted a 98% chance that the Fed will continue to pause rate hikes. In September, the Fed paused interest rate hikes as it continued to receive promising data on the country's economic recovery. And since then, the good news has continued. The U.S. added 336,000 jobs in September, and the Consumer Price Index, which measures inflation, grew 3.7% year over year in the same month, holding steady from August and well below its high point last year. Nick Bunker, the Economic Research Director for North America at the Indeed Hiring Lab, told Insider that it appears the Fed is likely convinced that the labor market needs to deteriorate for inflation to get under control. Nick Bunker pointed to September's low unemployment rate of 3.8% and moderating wage growth. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said during the September press conference that as the central bank continues its mission of reaching its 2% inflation target, we're fairly close to where we need to get. Jerome Powell stated, "We need to get to a place where we're confident that we have a stance that will bring inflation down to 2% over time." While the economic data continues to reflect significant crisis recovery, Americans still feel a strain on their wallets. Federal student loan payments officially resumed in October after an over 3-year pause, meaning millions of student loan borrowers now have less money to put back into the U.S. economy. And on top of that, the New York Federal Reserve's quarterly report on household debt, which was released in August, found credit card debt reached a record high of $1 trillion. Jerome Powell has not indicated whether an interest rate cut will come this year to get consumers further relief. However, Greg McBride, the chief financial analyst at Bankrate, said, even if the Fed proves to be done raising interest rates, we're still a long way from them beginning to cut rates. Even if interest rate cuts are not on the horizon anytime soon, administration officials are confident that Americans will not face a recession as they enter 2024. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, my dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.